So the other day, I needed to put out a couple bells to the yearlings. It was a Sunday, and my tire was flat. It was a tire that I had a tube put in, and for some reason it was flat again. So tried to air it up, it wouldn't take air. So I had to get hay put out. So the tires are really thick. So even though it was on the front and it was teetering a little bit, I should have moved it to the back and put one of the back ones on the front. But I was able to get two bells put out that I needed to put out anyway. It was, of course, it was muddy, but it didn't get a whole lot of mud in the rim, even though it come off the bead a little bit. And it didn't hurt the rim any. But the tires that are on the skid steer are pretty dry rotted anyhow. There's a few gouges in the side. Well, one of the gouges in the side of this tire. So today I took it over to another tire shop and got another tube put in it, but at only like 35 pounds of air, it's pushing out that where it's got a little split in the side. It's really pushing out right in that spot, which I'll show you. I'll just turn this around and show you. So I don't know if you can see, but yeah, you can see. They're pretty dry rotted. I don't know how many years these things have been on the skid steer, but I mean, they still had a lot of tread, but they're really dry rotted. And but there was a big split. I don't know if it got gouged at one time, but he only put 35 pounds in there, and it's really pushing out on that bulge. So I normally put like 60 in it. So in them, 60, 65. So as you can see, it's dry rotted all the way around. So I had him order me 4 more tires. So sometime this week, I'm gonna set this whole skid steer on blocks like I got here, and take all these tires off and get some new ones put on, or all these wheels off, I should say, and get new tires put on. Get a better price than anybody else could quote me. So at where I've gotten all my tires, I've got these tires here last summer for this truck, and the tires are on my car I drive every so often, I drive to work most of the time because it saves better on gas. I don't drive this truck unless I just absolutely have to. But and of course, you know, I never have got my alternator changed out. I hope to get that done sometime soon. I'm really getting sick of charging the battery up. It was pretty muddy, as you can see, the other day. Something where that big split was probably poked in there and poked that tube, I'm guessing. But I'm gonna get fixed up. Hope to get some hydraulic hose. Hope to get hydraulic hoses replaced too. You can see all that oil dripping down there. It's I need several of them replaced. As I put all the cows together, I decided I'd just feed them out here in the pasture while it's dry, or somewhat dry. It's dry mostly everywhere, but there's a little mud here and there around bunks and such. But there's so many of them, and a little section of one of my green bunks is rusted out. I need to weld some sheet metal in there, so I fed them out in the pasture the other day. I'm gonna try it again. I got a little issue with my cube feeder here. The batteries, because the little gator here takes kind of a small battery, and the battery it acted like it was going dead on me. It was trying to go dead on me when I was trying to put the cubes out, which I hadn't done that when I put the cubes out in the bunks and out in the little patch when I had them separated. I was dumping out the same amount of cubes. Right now, you know, of course, they're all in the same patch, so I just putting it all out the same place. But I'm gonna try it again today. I may just have to hook it directly to a 12-volt battery and set it in the back of the gator here. But we'll see how it goes. well. I don't know if you could hear that solenoid clicking, but I'm having the same issue I was the other day, so I'm not sure what's going on here. They've been working fine, so I don't know. So I feel like there's maybe another issue, but I think I'm going to have to, I have that little shroud that goes over the top of this auger here. I'm going to have to drill a couple more holes in it and go ahead and try to use it, or try to put it back in to see if that makes a difference. But I don't know. I don't understand, because it had been working with that same amount of cubes in it. So I don't know. Try it again. Well, okay, so that did not work out for me. I ended up having to drive a little bit, throw some out by hand, drive a little bit, throw some more out by hand, until I finally got it down to where there's barely any in the bottom, and then the auger would run. So I'm going to have to drill some holes in that little baffle plate that holds the weight off the auger. I have to drill some holes so it sets up a little bit higher, so the cubes can actually fit underneath it and auger out. And they won't have that way the weight it won't have all the weight setting on the auger, and should work fine, I hope then. I don't know why, but it was working the way it was until I went to feed them in the pasture, and now nothing. So that's the plan. I may, if I don't find, it's one of those things I got to make time for. So I may end up having to, I don't know, I may end up having to feed with some buckets. I don't know. 4 buckets of feed, though, when your cows are all around you trying to pushing and shoving, isn't ideal. So, but it would, it really wouldn't take me but maybe an hour to fix it. So I'm just going to have to get her done. Not tonight, though. Tonight, I hope to get hopefully I can feed the hay with that 35 pounds of air I have in that tire without it going flat on me again. At least this time it's on the back, so maybe that'll help. And got 5 to 6 bales to put out. I may not have enough room in one of those bunks for 2 bales. 5 to 6 bales, and then that'll get me by for several days. I'm hoping to have enough time after I do that to take all 4 tires off that skid steer. So maybe Thursday or Friday, I'm going to see if I can get those new tires put on. The tire guy said he could get them. He could probably have them by noon tomorrow, so that's pretty fast. I ordered the tube yesterday and it came in today, so it's pretty fast. Used to be able to order parts at O'Reilly's and Napa that fast, but not anymore. Not anymore. You can get them just as fast over the internet, when it comes to car parts anyway. I don't know what the reasoning is behind that, but anyhow, that's all I'm going to share with you today, I think. Kind of hard to, it'd be nice if I had somebody just kind of follow me around and hold the camera, but I don't, and I really kind of need to get things done, so I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. James here. You're watching The Poor Farm. If you like these videos, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.